$1 million script. So let's talk about how it went on the results. When you guys went back and forth, give me a little feedback. How did it go for you and your neighbor as you guys went through it? How was it? Yes?
I wanted to ask, just also in general, like when me and my partner were talking, and my partner led me a little bit with a few of the things I might want. Did that work, or it's more like try to just ask more what else?
You mean they tried to put words in your mouth?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Do not ever do that. Yeah. Do not if they're if they don't really know what to say, don't be like, well, are you thinking this, or what do you think? This much? Don't do any of that. We want them to completely invest. We want it to be all their words, not ours. If it becomes somewhat our words, somewhat their words, then the plan we end up with isn't the plan for them, it's the plan for us. They want the plan for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes?
I noticed that each, what else, led to a more thorough answer. Even though
Totally.
it's totally different, they got more thorough each time. And
Yeah.
promoted everything there.
It's great, because you're stretching them to think, what else do I want? When's the last time someone actually took the time to just sit down with them and be like, so, what do you want? And just non-judgmentally just listened. When does that ever happen?
Only here.
Only here. Yeah, when else does that happen in your life? Everyone is always telling us a little bit of what they want, and then we tell them what they want. You guys ever been around someone, you tell them what you want, and they shoot it down?
Yeah.
How does that feel? Miserable. Yeah, and then you start holding on to it, and you don't tell people what you want anymore. But you're with this person who's like, what do you want? They're like the Wizard of Oz. They open the doors. They're like, what do you want? What else? What else? What else? You get really excited. All right, one more. What else? Yeah.
Actually, are we taking questions?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. There were some times where we were going through it, and I was asking, what do you want with this particular thing? And then they would say something that was very broad.
Yeah.
If they answer something that's just broad, that can mean a variety of different things, like giving back. Is it okay to say, what do you mean by that? Or how would you approach
give me
that?
the example.
So, for example, when I was digging deep, one of the things that he was talking about was I want to fire myself and hire an awesome crew so that I could perform the highest level dentistry in my particular area where the resources aren't as good. And so I said, what do you want to do? Why do you want the highest, or what would it mean to you if you had the highest level of dentistry? And he said, it would give me the opportunity to give back.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's great. Yeah.
So what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say you could say what you mean. So he said the greatest opportunity to give back. I would say, why is that important to you?
Okay.
Because now you went from wide to deep,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you said, what would that mean to you? That's a translation question.
Right.
You're saying, okay, I get this thing. Let's go deep. It's one of those good questions you can always ask is, if that were to happen, what would that mean to you? Right? What would that mean to you? So we're going from the thing to the meaning. The meaning is the deep part. What would that mean to you?
And is it okay to go even deeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they'll go there with you, yeah.
I think I went pretty deep on one of them.
We talk about childhood.
He said he wants to work on other projects, and so I tried to figure out what was the project that was pretty clean energy. I was like, what would that mean to you? He said, leave it behind a legacy.
Yeah.
What would that mean to you, or why would you want that?
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. That's great. You stretched it. Yeah. Good work. That's what you want. Yeah. All right. Cool. Does everyone feel comfortable with the results box? Pretty much? Yeah. Was it easy for you to tell which ones were kind of more important to them than others? Was that pretty clear? Okay. So let's flip the packet over. Let's go to reality. All right, let's go to reality. So just to overview it, put these. We go results, and then what do we go?
Reality.
And then what do we go after that? Roadblocks. Right, so we're going to talk about reality right now. So again, all about the gap. Right, all about the gap. What is it you want? Big picture. Go wide. Go deep. Feed it back. Get confirmation. Great. Think I got a handle on it? Let's switch gears. Let's talk about how it is right now. Is that cool? Cool. Great. So tell me how it is right now. Okay? So you say, all right, great. So what I'd really love to do now is get really clear on how it is for you right now. So tell me what your first conversion category is like right now. Right? So if our categories were, so mine were, right? Mine were, what was the first one? Income. What was the second? Freedom. Yeah, freedom, time off, lifestyle. And what was the third? Yeah, marketing. What does that say? Masticating? Yeah, marketing. So what I really like to know right now is talk about how things are right now. So tell me, what's the income like right now? These little phrases I use, I change things. Like I didn't say, what's your income like right now? It's a little abrasive. I said, what's the income like right now? Whose income? Theirs, obviously, yeah. But what's the income like right now? It's just a little softer, right? What's the income like right now? So they tell me about it, right? Who wants to be a part of this demonstration? This next one. Kevin, eyebrows say yes. You ready? Cool. No, you're good. You can stay right there. You're good. You're good. You're good. I appreciate it. You're good. All right. So Kevin, thank you so much. That was really helpful. What I really have to do is kind of switch gears for a second and talk about how things are for you right now. Is that cool? Great, man. So I'm super curious. Tell me about what the income is like right now.
Income is about 8K.
Okay, it's about 8K a month. Tell me more.
What else do you want to know?
So if it's 8K a month right now in your income, tell me where's it coming from? Like, how's it work?
Well, Playmates help tremendously with male clients, especially in the fitness industry.
Cool.
Working with, not necessarily I think it's mainly with like speakers, such as like Kirby. Another one.
So tell me, what do you do specifically with them?
I figure out they're already the expert in their field, but does everybody know that exactly? So
Gotcha.
putting together something that actually demonstrates they are the expert, whether that's speaking in front of a large group of people, so social proof.
Cool. Awesome. And how do you do that?
It's either face, live, some of the content. Otherwise, if they don't have any, I get to be the one that gets to create it, so going directly to them.
Cool. Cool. What kind of contract situation do you have with your clients right now?
It's a monthly contract.
It's a monthly retainer?
Working on a retainer, but I do have like one monthly client.
So no retainers?
Retainers, yeah.
Okay. But one monthly client right now. Okay. How much is that client paying you?
That's going to be 1K a month.
That client's paying you 1K a month. So where's the other 7 come from?
The other 7 are like one-offs, but I'm working on setting up retainers for them. So,
Got you. So a lot of one-offs. Do you like the one-offs? Or would you prefer something else?
they're a great starter to demonstrate what I can do, but long-term, one-offs are not sustainable. So
Totally not.
Like retainers are more sustainable.
Totally. Because it's almost like right now, if it's just a lot of these one-offs, every day you wake up, you're like, no money coming in, I got to do something. Right? You never wake up with the confidence that money's going to be there every day. Totally, man. Totally. Cool. All right. I think that's pretty clear. So tell me about what your freedom and your lifestyle and your kind of time off situation is like right now.
Well, I'm actually going to be moving to California at the end of this month. That's where all of my clients' relationships are.
Okay. But what is it like right now? Like, I get that's where you want to go, but I want to know. Tell me what's the average day in the life of Kevin like right now?
The average day is you wake up. I still have a job, so working at Discount Tire, which I already gave my 2 weeks, so just in preparation for moving to California.
Okay, so we still have a job. What time do you wake up?
Leave about 6:30 in the morning.
Gotcha. What time do you have to get to work?
7:30.
7:30. And how long are you there for?
Depends. Could be 11-hour shifts.
11-hour shift? Gotcha. So 6:30, 6-ish?
Yep.
Cool. What do you do after that?
skills or working with clients.
Gotcha. Cool. What about like free time?
Free time is like almost like when I wake up, it's a little bit of reading. That's the gist of my day, like the freedom part. Or when I get off work, it's the Kaizen part. So working on new skills that I can add into client videos. So it's like my free time.
Yeah. So would you say you don't have that much free time? Would you like more?
A little bit.
A little bit? Is that not that big a deal to you to have free time? Time off to do what Kevin wants?
I love the editing process and stuff.
So maybe more time to actually just be editing. Yeah. Okay. Got you. And so, okay, so I think that's pretty clear to me, like the average day. Are we taking any like trips that are just vacations, just for fun? No vacation? Is that something you want? Is that important to you? Would that be to travel and stuff?
Just attending more like actual events so I can expand my network. I'll say it's like a vacation, but not necessarily related to work. Kind of is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more traveling? Yeah. Cool, man. So I think that's pretty clear for me. Tell me about your marketing right now and where your leads are coming from, your clients are coming from. Tell me about that. How's that right now?
A lot of them are referrals. And then just when I actually found that when I attend actual events, I'm great at like connecting with people. And then from there, I just turn them into clients.
Gotcha. With your cheese.
This is real.
Yeah, man. So are all our clients coming from referral right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Events or referrals.
So what about some type of automated system to drive you clients where it doesn't involve your time investment?
That'd be a gap for me. I don't have that.
Do you think that's important?
To streamline it and make it easier, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know it can be really daunting waking up every day. You don't know where your next client is coming from. And it's really nice when we can have machines that feed us clients every day. We wake up, money's already coming in. You know what I mean? Cool, man. So let me ask you this. What do you think happens if your marketing continues to just be referrals and if nothing changes there? What's the impact of that?
There's not a whole lot of time for me. I'm always in that mode of where's my next client coming from.
Yeah. Who else is important in your life?
Family.
Is it mom and dad? Who is it?
It's more so just the entire family. So like I want to have them. I want to be able to be the example for them, so they can have the opportunity to choose whatever life they want. If they love where they're currently at, then that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the impact of if we continue going with this business and it's all referrals, there's nothing scalable, so the income doesn't change, you're constantly chasing, and you keep putting in your time to get clients. How does that impact your time with your family?
It's like very, very limited.
Yeah. I see that too. Yeah. Would you say that the one-offs also kind of the same thing? It's the same bucket? Yeah, man, totally. So if nothing really changes with these one-offs and we keep just having to go to events and put in all this time to try and find clients and do a lot of free editing for people, what's the long-term impact of that for Kevin?
It's like the business owns me, and I don't.
Yeah. Do you feel that way right now at all?
Not yet.
As you're getting off, you don't feel that way? But can you see that? Yeah. Why is it important for you to avoid that?
I'm locked into like where I can't travel, and how much to like expand my business and help more people.
Yeah. So you're really limited if that doesn't change, right? Totally, man. Totally. Well, all right. Thanks, Kevin. Just to make sure I'm clear, please tell me if I'm missing anything. What it sounds like right now is we're making $8K a month, but only $1K a month is coming from a monthly client. The rest of the money is coming from one-offs, like you do the work, and it's a good starter, but it doesn't have that long-term sustainability, right? And your time is really limited right now. You have very little free time for yourself. We're getting some clients from referrals, but we know that's not scalable, and you're always asking yourself, like, where is my next client coming from? There's never any confidence and never any kind of foundation for what you're doing. And then the family time's kind of affected because you want to be the example. But if this doesn't change and you keep having to chase clients, then your time with your family is going to be really, really, really limited. Does all that sound about right? Yep. Cool, man. Well, thank you so much. That was really, really helpful. Thank you for sharing. What I want to do now is I want to shift gears, and I really want to talk about and identify some of the roadblocks that are getting in the way so we can put a plan together. Is that cool? Cool, man. Boom. Next one. You guys got it? Yeah. You want to talk about it real quick? Yeah. Okay. So what did we do? We did the exact same thing, didn't we? Yeah. Right, as we did with results. All right, so with results, we go what? Why? Ta-da! We go, ta-da! And then we go, ta-da! Ta-da! Yeah, we go wide and we go deep. And then we feed it back. And we go, is that about right? And they say yes. Same thing here, right? I went wide in the difference. And by the way, I wasn't asking random questions. Did I stick to my categories? Yeah. I just went 1, 2, 3 down the categories. That was it. Boom, boom, boom. So I go through each category. I go wide. And then I went deep at a couple ones that I thought were kind of impactful, like the one-offs, waking up, you know where your next money's coming from, the business isn't scalable, limited family time, right? I went deep on those. And then fed it all back to Kevin. Kevin, does that sound about right? He said.
Yeah, I felt heard in that whole thing.
You felt heard. Yeah. Totally, right? When's the last time you ever had someone who just listens?
I've had a few, but
It's rare. It's rare. You're a unique specimen because you're in a good environment, but it's rare. Right? It's rare. So yeah, you feel heard, and he says, yes. And I go, great. I got a handle on it. Thank you so much. I think I got a really good handle on it. Let's switch gears, and let's talk about the roadblocks getting in the way so we can put a plan together. Cool? Cool. Let me go to the next one. Couple things I want to point out. So, did you notice when I asked him about his time and freedom and lifestyle, he didn't tell me what it was right now. He'd tell me what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Right? What did he say? I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm moving to LA. Right? Did I validate him for that at all?
No.
Did you notice that? Yeah. I didn't give him any, like, attaboys. Nothing. Nothing. Because this isn't about making him feel good. Remember we said one of the principles? Don't Band-Aid the wound. If I go, oh, that's awesome, man, what am I doing? Putting a Band-Aid on the wound. Yeah, we don't want to do that. These are little things that make big differences, right? John Wooden always said, little things make big things happen. These are little things that matter. I even wrote no validation because he goes moving and I go no validation. I go, okay. I get that's where you want to go, but tell me how it is right now, Kevin. And we bring her back. So that's all you got to do in case they try and make it all happy. No. You're camping out in your misery for the next 5 minutes. Deal with it, okay? That's what's happening. Right? And did you guys feel that was kind of like doldrums a little bit?
yeah.
It's supposed to. It's supposed to. What is the greatest motivator for the humans? Is it pleasure or pain? It's pain. If we want to help our client, we want to help them grow their business, we want to help them do all these things, we have to make them have that coming to Jesus moment with their pain, with reality, with the truth. It's the only way a change will happen. It's the only way a shift will happen. Personal development always talks about how pain is the best motivator. Pain is my teacher. Yes. Dr. David Buss in Science Labs also finds that the greatest motivator for humans to change is massive trauma. They're saying the same thing. Pain. We need it to grow. We need it to change. All right? So I don't want to Band-Aid anything. If I do, I'm hurting him. Right? Short-term pain for long-term pleasure. That's what we're doing here. So there was no validation on that. I brought it back. So tell me what it is right now. The other thing I asked, did you guys notice there at the end, I said, in some way the question was, if this continues, what is the impact of that? All right. One little formula you can always remember when it comes to this stuff When you're in the reality, the problem stuff, I always just think of it problem, impact. All right? You guys, obviously, almost everyone in this course, in this group, has been through EIE or studied copy. Everyone knows the formula PAS. Problem, solution. Yeah, problem, agitate, solution. You ever wondered about how do I agitate? Like, how do I do that? It's that word right there. Okay, I got the problem. What is the impact of this problem on the other person? That's where you find the answers to agitate. Please write that down. Okay? Problem, impact. So, like, if I was selling fitness to someone who's fat, and they don't want to be fat anymore, we know the problem is they're fat. And you know you want to agitate that, and you're like, how do I agitate a fat person? So I take, like, a candy bar, and I go, say, come here. No, that's pretty fucked up. Right? How do we agitate that? Well, my brain has been trained now where I can just know fat person, and I can engineer all these scenarios where I can tell that it would be really bad. Right? They get rejected by the girl, they get ignored by a girl, their friends laugh at them. There's this great scene in How I Met Your Mother where there's a super fat secretary, and it's like noon, she's at work, she's at her desk, and as like the whole office is like walking by, she pulls out her lunch, and it's a big Tupperware container, and she puts it down, and she opens it up, and it's a full chicken. Right? And everyone walks by, and they all stop, and they go, oh my God, you brought lunch for everybody. That's so nice. And she just crumbles. Great. That would be an agitating scenario for someone who's really fat that doesn't want to be fat. Yes?
How do you do that without kind of like putting them down and they feel like you're attacking?
You ask the question instead of telling them. In copy, we can't ask, so we have to tell. Right? In copy, we have to say, you're fat, you know it, and it sucks. You go to work with your full chicken, everyone thinks that you brought lunch for everyone, but we both know it's because you're just hungry as fuck. Because you eat your emotions. Right? And they all laugh at you, and you can't fit into the clothing you want to, and you go to the beach, and you can't wear the bikini you want to. When people take pictures, you always put your hands over your stomach because you're always conscious of that, right? You can go through all this different stuff that those people do to agitate. So in copy, we tell them. When we're selling, closing, we let them tell us. And the way we do it is impact. So you're fat, right? Tell me. The question I ask myself, I go, if nothing changes, what is the impact of that with your day-to-day life? If nothing changes, what is the impact of being fat with your friends? If nothing changes, what is the impact of being fat in the relationships you have and the relationships you want down the road? I'm talking to a fat woman, relationships down the road, she's single, you already know what she's thinking, right? Oh, shit, right? But you're helping them. Right? Everyone else is like, oh, no, like, don't worry about it, it's okay, you're not that big. She's not going to change. I'm like, you's a big bitch. She's going to change. Right? We need pain. It's a motivator. Yeah. Everyone out of the way. It's coming through. That's how that's what we need. That's selling. Okay? So problem impact. If nothing changes, what is the impact of this problem and then just put them in different categories. In your marketing, in your income, in your revenue, in your life, in your energy, in your family relationships, in your sexual relationships, in your dating and all that. Yes?
So what if you like don't really want to like kind of admit it and like you know like how bad it would be? How do you kind of get them to like understand that without being like, all right, well, maybe that you're gonna fucking die at a young age?
So give me an example.
Like let's say like increasing heart disease, they just want to admit like the effect it would have on their health and how it would, like heart problems at a young age or something like that.
Got you. Here's what I would do. So you ask them about the fat thing, and they keep it really shallow, right? They're just like, well, I get it. Like, I don't feel that good all the time, and sometimes I stay in when I want to go out because I feel bloated or whatever, right? You go, yeah, I totally get it. In fact, I had my friend Roseanne. She was very, very similar situation. It was much scarier for her though because she thought it wasn't that big a deal, and then one day, heart attack, 28 years old, scariest thing ever. It's crazy, because there's so many different things that are affected by being fat that we don't even realize until it's too late. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy. Cool. And then you just keep going. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, little anecdote. Everyone get that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Very simple. Because if you're selling fitness, I don't think they're not thinking heart disease, especially if they're younger, right? That's not on their mind. But it's a real thing, right? Yeah. Any questions about the problem impact thing? Getting clarity on that? No? Okay. And you can see in the go deep box, you have it there, right? It says, if nothing, it's who else does this impact? If nothing changes, how will this affect the business? How will it impact you personally? There's some examples. Okay? You guys feel like you're ready to go on this?
Yeah.
Reality box? All right, so let's neighbor up, put them through at one side and then switch and go back the other. Okay. You guys ready to go to the next box? All right, let's do it. So, we got, what's the first box of the gap? What's the middle? And what's the last one? Roadblocks. Everyone say roadblocks. Roadblocks, yeah, roadblocks. Scary, scary stuff, man. Yeah, roadblocks. You know what I should do? I get MacGyver with this shit. Yeah, got that. Right on time. Yeah. A little bit over. Perfect. Nailed it. All right. So, roadblocks. All right. So we talked about how they want it. They've told us everything. Talked about how it is right now. They've told us everything. And they feel like we understand it completely because we've used their words exactly. And we've listened completely. We haven't validated. We've been taking notes. We're right there with them, right? So everyone flip to the part in your packet, if you haven't yet, that says roadblocks. All right? At the top, it says, let's make a list of everything that's getting in your way, slowing you down, or stopping you from getting what you want. Let's make a list of everything that's getting in the way, slowing you down, or stopping you from getting what you want. Here's what happens. They think the path between where they are and where they want to go is like a couple things. Like there's a couple things stopping them. A couple things in the way. Truth is there's more, isn't it? Yeah. Truth is there's a lot more. And when they tell us what they are, we don't tell them. We ask questions and they tell us all this stuff. It is insane. What happens is the more stuff they tell us, the wider the gap stretches. The scarier it becomes. I mean, you're in a scary situation. There's all this shit going on. You want to get out of that situation really fast, don't you? Right? Yeah. And how do they get out? How do they relieve themselves of the pain? You. Yeah. Let's all remember one of the most important quotes in selling from Wyatt Woodsmall, which is, if I describe your problem better than you can yourself, you automatically assume I have the solution. All right? Said differently, if you feel that I understand your problem even better than you do, you automatically assume I have the solution. I don't have to describe it better. You just assume that I understand it even better than you do. How do we make him feel like I understand his problem better than he does himself? Well, because he's told me everything. And I fed it back to him word for word. Do you think he feels incredibly understood right now about his problem? Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is why you were like, I think I need your help. You don't even know what the fuck he's selling. But you're like, he understands me and he's confident. He must know. That's how this works. All right, so here's what we say. So we end reality. I go, Kevin, thank you so much. That was really helpful, man. I think I got a really clear picture of how it is right now. What I'd really love to do is switch gears and talk about some of the roadblocks and things getting in the way so we can put a good plan together. Is that cool? Yep. Great. All right, so who wants to go next? Who wants to be our next participant? Who doesn't want to be next? Perfect. All right. We're going to go right back there. Good. So, hey, what I'd really love to do right now is let's make a list of everything that's slowing you down or getting in the way or stopping you from getting what you want. All right. So tell me, what do you think is slowing you down when it comes to your income?
Not pushing out enough content or not getting enough leads.
Not enough content and not enough leads? Cool. What else?
Spending my time focusing on what I need to be doing to increase my income.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last part.
I'm not spending my time on things that I need to be doing in order to increase my income.
So I'm not spending my time on things I need to be doing in order to increase my income? Got you. Cool. So what do you think is getting in the way also with the income goal? What do you think might else be getting in the way? Procrastination. Yeah. It's a killer, isn't it? Cool, man. What else do you think might be stopping us?
Lack of confidence.
Yeah, lack of confidence. Yeah, lack of confidence. I can see that. What else?
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge. Yeah. What type of knowledge specifically?
Knowledge in copywriting and sales, conversation overall.
Yep. Sales. So copy, sales, closing, conversation. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. I see it. Cool, man. So what about with the lifestyle you want, the freedom you want, the time off you want? What do you think is slowing us down or getting in the way there?
My environment.
The environment. What about it specifically?
I'm not surrounding myself with people who are ahead of me, people who are more so either at the same level or even below.
Too many? Below?
Yes.
What's the impact of that? How does that impact you?
Well, I feel like I'm not pushing out enough work, spending enough time growing myself and my business.
Yeah. Who else is impacted by that? Who else is impacted by you not pushing yourself hard enough with your work?
My family, my friends.
How are your family and friends impacted?
They see me trying to go to higher places or have like all these visions and goals, trying to reach them, but they don't see any results. They feel like I need to stop trying to reach so high.
They feel like you need to stop trying to reach so high. Yeah. How does that make you feel? If you had to pick a word to describe how that makes you feel, what would that word be?
I want to say like disapprove, but
No, man, dude. There's zero judgment here, man. Like I said, this call is all about you. It's not about me. Like I'm here to help you. You know. So disapprove's a word. That's what I'm putting down. Disapproved. Cool, man. Cool. So let's talk about the marketing. Like, what things do you think are slowing us down or getting in the way with your marketing and growing your business? What's missing? What do we need that we don't have? What's missing?
the income.
What else is missing from the marketing? That if it was there, it'd be a help.
Credibility.
It's missing credibility. What else? Leads. Yep. What else? Where would those leads be coming from? Clients. So, like referrals?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're missing clients and referrals? Yeah. Cool, man. What else? What else do you think is in general stopping you from getting what you want? Is there anything we haven't said yet? Nothing you can think of. Okay. Well, let me ask you this then. How is all this environment and the procrastination, how is that impacting your business? It's making it grow slow? Yeah. And how would you describe those results that you're getting right now? Poor results, yeah. And with not enough leads coming in, what's the impact of that on the business? Not enough income. Who else is impacted, though, by you not having the ability to write emails for people? Who's missing out also?
I guess it could be the clients that I'm writing for.
The clients? Would you say their audience, too?
Yes.
Yeah. Because what would you like to be doing for their audience?
Giving them better results.
Better results. Would you say the audience suffers if you're not delivering that value?
In a way, yes.
Yeah, but they're not getting better results. Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. So, got a lot of notes here. I'm gonna try and feed it back, and please let me know. I've been taking a bunch of notes. If I miss anything, let me know. Okay. So it sounds like some of the roadblocks that are stopping us, getting in the way, or really just slowing us down is not enough content being produced, not enough leads coming in, which of course means there's not enough income, and we're not getting the audience of their clients better results because we're not getting hired. We're not spending enough time on the things that we know we need to do each day. Procrastination is definitely an issue, and it's causing slow growth in our business. Business is growing slower than we want, and that's really just giving us poor results. And then our family and friends, they see us trying so hard, and they feel like that we need to stop trying so hard and trying to go so high because clearly to them it's not working, right? Which gives that terrible feeling of being disapproved. The income is definitely missing. There's not enough leads, not enough clients, not enough referrals coming in, and there's a lack of knowledge right now also, right? More knowledge would help. There's a lack of knowledge in sales, there's a lack of knowledge in copy, and there's a lack of knowledge in closing those clients as well. Did I miss anything, or does that all sound about right? Sounds about right. Good, man, good. So thank you so much. That was really, really helpful. What I want to do is actually, all right, so we're going to pause right there, actually. I don't want to keep going. Take it one step at a time. Okay. Everyone, deep breath in and out. One more, make a weird deep noise on the exhale. Oh. Good. Cool. All right. So, what did we just do with roadblocks?
They describe pretty much everything they think is really holding them.
Yeah. How was that for you?
Made me realize a lot more of the stuff that were holding me back.
You weren't even aware of. Does the problem seem bigger to you than it did before?
Yes.
But it's also good because now you're more clear? Yeah. We're not afraid of problems as long as we have some clarity about it, which you do. So, what you want to do in the roadblock section is exactly what you just saw, right? We want to make the list as big as we can, and we use our categories to keep us on track. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. That's it. All right? And we start off and we say, at the top, we say, cool, what I really love to do right now is make a list of everything. Those are keywords. Please write those down or underline them on the sheet. It's things getting in your way, slowing you down, or stopping you. Things getting in the way, slowing you down, or stopping you. Things getting in the way, slowing you down, or what? Stopping you. Yes. So what I like to do a lot, just so you guys are aware, this is my thing. I won't start with what's stopping you, because to me that's a big one. I like to start softer and you ramp up. So I start with so what do you think is slowing you down, right? Slowing you down, isn't that a little bit softer than what's stopping you? Yeah. What's stopping you is like that nail in the coffin. I want to keep my powder dry until I need it. All right? So it's what's slowing you down. Okay, what do you think is missing? Okay. So what do you think is stopping you? Right? That's the last one. Once we get them warmed up and in and investing, then we can just say whatever the fuck we want. All right. Does everyone know what you need to do for this one? Yeah? Yeah. Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see also how gotten so clear on what they want, so clear on all this shit. My life kind of sucks right now. My business sucks. It's a lot worse than I thought it was. And then we add these roadblocks in and like, fuck, look at this. I thought it was just here to here, and now there's all this shit in the way I got to deal with too. And the only person who knows it as deep as I do and understands me as deep as I do is this person on the phone I'm talking to right now. And you can guess where that leads. All right? So, let's give him some love back there for doing that. Thank you so much. No. You guys are doing this on purpose, all right? I know you are. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right, so partner up and let's go through this box. All right, let's bring it back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So, what did we learn, discover, experience that we can tell is going to be really, really useful for us? What did we learn as we went through that? Yes, Eric.
How one small problem affects another problem, that leads to another thing. It's like
It's this whole domino thing. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Will.
I found when you were teaching this to us earlier that like the conversion categories for roadblocks that seem to work pretty well are plan, skills, environment, and mindset. It's kind of like a methodical way to walk through roadblocks.
Yeah.
I use that and it seems to work quite well.
Good.
So you can kind of like help them focus on where they might have roadblocks.
Yeah.
So that
Perfect. What else? Who else? Yeah. What else? James?
Well, all I say is that I really like the structure. Like, it really helps me narrow down on how to transition and how the person walks through each stage of what's going through his life.
Yes.
And help him lead to where
Where we can help them.
Yeah.
It's very collaborative. Yeah, 100%. What else did you notice as you went through it?
Kind of had to read between the lines.
You had to read between the lines. What do you mean?
So when he said he's a strength coach, body weight building coach. He wants to systematize his email program and he needs more time to coach his clients. So I had to realize his one-on-one time with his clients is his most important thing to him. So then I started asking deeper questions into that, and then I noticed he started opening up.
Yep. Good. Listening, hearing, trigger parts, go deeper into those ones.
Right.
Yeah. Impact. Right. Impact. What did you notice?
I was being too strict on putting each one in like different stages, going wide on the 3 conversion categories, and then getting all that done, and then going back to going deep. And then you go deep while you're going wide until it flows better.
Mm-hmm. You got to be able to. Remember I said fluidity? Yeah. You got to be able to flow a little bit. Yeah. Good. What about you?
For me, it was just like the whole experience of you and I going back and forth. So I had that, but like asking the same questions, you actually get into their world.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing, and it's like being fluid, really just being open to giving them something so they have a clear picture.
Mm-hmm. Clear picture. Yeah. They have no fucking idea what to do. Who is like answering these questions? You're like waiting for someone to tell you what to do, like how to solve this, right? Yeah. You're like, okay, tell me, like, how do I fix this? Yeah. We'll get to that. Yes.
I'm curious, how would you handle when you're talking to one of these high-level entrepreneurs that kind of thinks they have most of the stuff figured out,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to come off as needy, they're trying to put on an air of confidence.
Their wallet is still up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get through those?
They're usually handled at the very beginning. It's just frames, right? It's really, to me, it's just frames. So when we lead at the very start, when we go report, agenda, decision, if I get a sense that they're going to be like that, I'll usually get it in the decision box, why now, why me? And if I get some kind of bullshit thing, I'll say, listen, you know what I've always learned is that if we want to get big results, we got to go deep. The deeper we go, the bigger I can help you, or the bigger the result you're going to get. Does that make sense? Yeah, totally. So I really want to know, like, why are we having this conversation now? What's going on in your world right now that's making now the right time to talk about it and get some help? And then typically they'll answer.
And that'll open them up.
That'll open them up for later. Because we set that frame before. Now they're like, oh, this is a safe space. I'm going to be open because I want a bigger result. Right? The other thing is I just call them out on their bullshit. Like what? Can you give me an example?
No, not really. I'm just kind of thinking hypothetically.
Yeah. one thing you can do is just a form of demonstrating authority. So if they're saying like, well, they'll be like, well, I kind of get that because I know I need this, this, and this, right? They'll tell you what they think they need. The worst thing you can do is the prospect thinks they can diagnose themselves, right? 'Cause typically their diagnosis is all wrong because they're way too close to it. They're way too subjective. They're not objective, right? So if they're like, I know I need it, they're diagnosing themselves. So I would come in at, they like this, and I'm like, yeah, I could see those, but really, it looks to me like you also need one of these, and you looked into one of these, and have you looked at? I know you said you're using Wufoo, but have you ever looked at Email Me Form? You notice, we split tested this many people on 180,000 hits in the last 30 days, and we actually found Email Me Form converted at 27% better than Wufoo, and that's 27% boost on your form is going to give you that many more calls, that many more conversions, that much more revenue. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. And what are you doing with your retargeting strategy? Okay, so you're only hitting people who've watched 75% of the first video. Have you thought about doing a this? No, I haven't thought of that. Interesting. Okay, so anyways, let's move on. So you just say a bunch of shit that sounds really smart, and they're like, fuck. I do that a lot. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Okay. Everyone clear? Yeah? Good. Let's keep rolling. All right, I only want to do a little bit here, and then we're going to break for lunch. We're going to finish after lunch. Okay? So, what have we done so far? We talked about, in the gap section, what was the first thing we talked about? Results. And then what did we talk about? What was it called? Reality. Yeah. And then what was the last one? Roadblocks. Yeah. Results, reality, roadblocks. So I want you to flip the next one, our next little box. It's called check in for value. All right. And it's the first box of our get hired section, our favorite section. Get hired. All right. So what we do here in this value box is the three things you see here on this sheet here. Okay. It says summarize, ask for insights, give control. And this is, James, if you thought this thing was structured incredibly well before, wait till you see what happens. Okay. So we summarize first. You guys see in that summarize box, it's got a happy face, a medium face, and a sad face? What do you think that stands for?
Results, reality, and roadblocks.
Yes! Results, reality, roadblocks. Yeah. So what we do here is we go, all right, so let me make sure I have this right. You want your conversion rates to go up and your revenue to go up so you can do what I feel like whenever I feel like it. You want to travel more. Maybe you can go to Mexico and see your family as much as you want. Japan, Dubai, maybe Australia. And we really want to get the income up to $70K a month within the next 12 months. All right. But at the same time right now, you're at $8K a month. You're getting all your clients from a one-off situation. You don't have any type of scalable business model. You wake up every morning, you have to chase for your clients. And because you're doing all this work, you have limited time to spend with your family, and you only have one client at $1K a month on retainer. And all of these things are slowing you down, right? And even more, you have some roadblocks. Right, you're not producing enough content right now. You don't have enough leads coming in, which is causing you to not have enough income coming in. You're not spending enough time doing the things that you need to be doing to grow your business, which is a lot of procrastination, which is causing your business to grow too slow and giving you poor results. You have a lack of confidence and a lack of knowledge specifically in copy, sales, and closing people. And your environment isn't where it needs to be. Your environment is slowing you down. You're not pushing yourself hard enough, and your family and your friends are looking at you, and they don't see you getting results, and they feel like you need to stop trying so hard and just try something else because clearly it's not working, which makes you feel kind of disapproved. And your income is too low. It's missing. There's not enough leads coming in. There's not enough deal flow coming in either. Did I miss anything, or have I got that about right? So results, reality, we feed back the whole thing one more time, okay? We do it the second time, it goes so much deeper than it did before. Because they've already been through this 3 times with you, in the results, in the reality, in the roadblocks. And now you do it again all at the same time with all their trigger words. They're like, here's my heart, take it. Okay? It's unbelievable. This is why we circle stuff as we go through earlier, so we know what to say as we summarize. All right? And then they go, yeah, that's it, man. That's about right. I created like this Frankenstein with like you 3 of a result, reality, roadblocks. With Kevin, it's weird. I can sense the energy. So they go, yes. And I go, okay, awesome. So I'm curious, what's been most valuable for you so far? Right? That's the second box. Here it says ask for insights. We go, so I'm curious, what's been most valuable for you so far? Why do we ask that question? Well, instead of me saying, so this has been really valuable, hasn't it? It's much easier to be like, so what's been most valuable for you so far? All right. The first time I did this, I thought it was weird because I'm like, why am I asking for value when I haven't said anything? I haven't helped them at all. I haven't taught them a goddamn thing yet. Yet, as you were going through this with your neighbor and they were asking you about the results you want, the reality you want, and the roadblocks currently in your way, was it helpful for you? Yeah. Raise your hand if this was helpful for you. It's being the victim. I mean the prospect. Right? Yeah. Yeah. A bunch of you already come up to me like, dude, this has been so helpful just for me. Get clear on my roadblocks, on what I want. It's super helpful. And you're going to hear the same thing every time. Something about clarity. The answer is always about, so what's the most valuable for you so far? I'm so clear. To get it all out of my head and just written down like that is just so it's helpful. It's so clear. That's all you're looking for. Right? We're confirming value. You go, great. And then we're going to do the gnarliest sales trick of all time. That should be like that's cheese right there. The gnarliest sales trick of all time. Remember we said before, we don't close them, we get hired? Anyone here ever got a client where you close them and you know you close them? Raise your hand. If you close, like you know you close them. Like they didn't sell, like you put tricks, you did your shit, you pushed, and you pushed, and you closed them. How was that relationship after? Pretty fun sarcastically, a soft exhale. Yeah. Refund. I think you said pretty fun. They both work. Refund. Yeah. Why is that? The problem with every fucking sales script out there, and I mean every single one, is that they're made for one-off sales. They're not made for long-term, collaborative, fruitful relationship between client and prospect, and client and provider. If I push and I push and I push, it's because I just want to get the fucking money and I'm gone. That's how most people do it. That's how most sales scripts work. I mean, most of them. I used to talk about spin selling a lot. Fuck that shit. Same problem. Same problem. And if you're going to be doing work with someone for an extended period of time, you don't want to know that you close them because it's always going to feel a little abrasive. You're going to get a lot of pushback on everything. Every little idea you have, you're going to get pushback on because they're like, I already let you fucking close me into this shit. Now just for spite, I'm going to do it my way. Wouldn't it be much better if they closed us? Yeah. How would that affect the long-term relationship between customer and you? If they closed you, how much more compliant would they be? You think it'd be easier to even enroll in higher level possibilities and higher upsells and stuff? Yeah. It's unbelievable, the commitment you get when they're the ones who closes you. You guys know this, right? You know this. So here's what we do. Right after we ask for value, we say, so listen, I've been asking all the questions here, and I feel like I got a really good handle on where you are and what you need. So let's switch roles, and let me hand you the mic, and you be the asker. Where do you think we should go from here? Everyone go, oh, yeah. Okay? So listen, I've been asking all the questions here, and I feel like I got a really good handle on where you want to go and what you need. So, let's switch roles and you be the asker. Where do you think we should go from here? So let's switch roles and let's switch roles. I'm going to hand you the mic. Where do you think we should go from here? No, you know what? I've been asking all the questions. Let's switch roles. Let me hand you the mic, and where do you think we should go from here? Think about everything you've done up to this point. You took charge. You're the leader. You're the man with the plan. They've opened up their heart about what they want. They've gotten completely naked and needy about what's really going on right now. And they've gotten so clear about how much worse it is than they thought it was. And then you've created this giant list of all the things stopping them, you two together. And it's 1, 2, 3. It's a flow. Right? And then you ask them what's been valuable, and they're like, it's been so valuable. And then you're like, listen, I've been asking the questions. Takeaway. Let me hand you the mic and switch roles. Where do you think we should go from here? In that moment, what do you think they're thinking?
Let's work together.
How do we do it? They are completely projecting the solution onto you because you understand their problem better than anyone else. And you're not closing them, they're closing you. The question you will get 199.99% of the time is, well, what do you think we should do? Or how do we do it? Every time. Do you think that's a good thing for a prospect to be asking you, the closer? What do you think I should do? What do you think we should do? Yeah, that's the cash register. It's going ching ching.